Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we dive into the stories and mysteries behind everyday things. Today's question comes from one of our stylishly unlucky viewers, Sweater Regret 91, who asked, "Why do some clothes shrink in the wash?" If you've ever pulled your favorite hoodie out of the dryer and discovered it's now the perfect size for a garden gnome, well, you're not alone. Laundry has betrayed all of us at some point. So today, we're digging into the science, the fabric drama, and the tiny mistakes that lead to major wardrobe malfunctions. Why do clothes shrink? Can we stop it? And what kind of sorcery is happening in our washers? Let's find out right here on Explaining Everything. To understand shrinking, you have to start with what your clothes are made of. And no, the answer isn't just regret and panic. It's fabric. Fabric made from fibers. These fibers fall into two main categories: natural and synthetic. Natural fibers include cotton, wool, linen, basically anything that used to be alive. Synthetic fibers are made from chemicals and include polyester, nylon, and spandex, basically anything you'd wear to a gym but not actually exercise in. Now, here's the key thing. Natural fibers are more prone to shrinking than synthetic ones. Why? Because they're more emotional. Natural fibers have this tendency to react dramatically when introduced to heat and water. It's like giving them a spa day and them deciding they're going to reinvent themselves. Let's get a little sciencey, but don't worry, no lab coat required. When clothes are manufactured, the fibers in the fabric are stretched and pulled into position to make the fabric smooth and wearable. Think of them like a group of tightly wound introverts being forced into a conga line. It's not natural, but they're doing their best. Now enter hot water and high heat from the dryer. The heat relaxes those fibers. They're like, finally, I can breathe. And when they relax, they return to their original shape. Unfortunately, their original shape is smaller, much smaller. So that perfectly fitting shirt you loved? Yeah, it just curled back into a compact, angry version of itself, like a cat who got sprayed with water. Let's talk about cotton, your go-to, your ride or die, your t-shirt MVP. Cotton is soft, breathable, and present in most of your laundry, but it's also the shrinkiest little rascal in the wardrobe. Cotton fibers are like coils. When the fabric is made, those coils are stretched out tight, but hit them with heat and moisture, and they spring right back into their natural shape, like a slinky collapsing back into itself. The result? A shirt that went from casual Friday to children's birthday party attire. And if the label says 100% cotton, it basically means will shrink if you so much as look at it wrong. Now, cotton might shrink, but wool takes it to a whole new level. Wool doesn't just shrink, it felts. What does that mean? Well, wool fibers have tiny microscopic scales on them. When wool gets wet and warm, these scales open up. Then, when the wool is agitated, like in a washing machine, the fibers rub together and those little scales lock into each other. It's like Velcro on a microscopic level. The fabric gets tighter and denser, and your sweater goes from cozy to child-sized chaos. Congratulations, you've made a felted coaster out of a $60 cardigan. Now let's talk about the true mastermind behind most laundry heartbreaks, the dryer. The dryer combines all the worst things for shrink-prone clothes: high heat, tumbling, and time. It's like a slow-cooking oven for your favorite outfit. The heat causes fibers to relax. The tumbling causes agitation. The result is the fabric curling back up into a more compact version of itself. It's like if your clothes went to a yoga retreat and came back smaller and more tightly wound. Most clothes don't stand a chance in a hot dryer, especially if they were already on the edge. If you're throwing delicate cotton or wool into a high-heat dryer, you're basically asking it to time travel to baby size. Is there any hope once your clothes have shrunk? Can you reverse the shrinkage? Well, sort of. For cotton, there's a trick. You soak the shrunken item in lukewarm water with a bit of conditioner or baby shampoo. Let it sit for 30 minutes, then gently stretch it back out while it's damp. You won't get it back to its original size perfectly, but you might rescue it enough to wear in public again. Wool, however, is a tougher case. Once it felts, it's done. That sweater has become a new species. Your best bet: gift it to a small friend or your dog, or use it as insulation for your emotional damage. If you've ever seen the term pre-shrunk on a label, that's not a scam. That means the fabric has already been shrunk once by the manufacturer. So when you wash it, it's less likely to shrink again. It's kind of like giving your clothes therapy before you bring them home. And if you want to avoid all this drama entirely, go synthetic. Polyester, nylon, and blends tend to resist shrinking because their fibers don't react the same way to heat. They're like, you want heat? Fine, I'm built for this. Polyester is the emotionally stable friend of your closet. So, how do you avoid the heartbreak of laundry betrayal? Here are your shrink-proof commandments. 1. Read the care label. It's boring, but it's literally the user manual for your clothes. 2. Use cold water. Hot water is for pasta, not pants. 3. Air dry when in doubt. Yes, it takes longer, but so does shopping for new clothes. 4. Use the gentle cycle. Your clothes don't need a spin class. They need a spa day. 5. Separate your clothes and your emotions. Trust me, it helps. Also, never trust a dryer that says delicate. That setting is lying to you. It's the fabric version of just one more episode. So there you have it. The real reason why some clothes shrink in the wash. It's not your fault. It's heat, tension, fiber drama, and a bit of bad luck. If you enjoy this video, or just want to keep things from unraveling, please like and subscribe. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.